Ashtherodanador. It shall be done. Anudora. For Kalimdor. Torfala Nordora. For Kalimdor. Ashtherodanador. Anudora. How dare you! It shall be done. It shall be done. For Kalimdor.
Is there trouble?
Has sleep dulled my senses? The land and I are one. Anudora. Ashtherodanador. Ashtherodanador.
Hi! Making trails.
Something is amiss. What threatens these lands? For Kalimdor. Anudora. What threatens these lands? It shall be done.
I am the blade of the goddess.
Something is amiss.
How may I serve the goddess?
Has sleep dulled my senses?
For the trees.
The land and I are one.
My watchers are ready.
Has sleep dulled my senses? It shall be done. Ashtherodanador. Something is amiss. Anudora. For Kalimdor. Ashtherodanador. For Kalimdor. It shall be done. Anudora. Ashtherodanador. It shall be done. threatens these lands. Anudora.
I'm game.
The land and I are one. For Kalimdor. For Kalimdor. Press the attack!
What is nature's call? Making trails.
The land and I are one. It shall be done. Something is amiss. Pathetic wretches. What threatens these lands? Ashtarodanador. The land and I are one. Anudora. Anudora. Ashtarodanador. It shall be done.
Are we being invaded? Gladly. For the trees.
Threatens these lands. Of course. Has sleep dulled my senses? For Kalimdor.
I'm game. Gladly. For the trees.
For Kalimdor. Anudora. Torfala Nordora. Ashtarodanador. It shall be done.
Making trails.
Something is amiss. These lands. Anudora. Ashtarodanador. Press the attack! Analdorini. Something is amiss. Has sleep dulled my senses? For Kalimdor, it shall be done. Ashtarodanador. For Kalimdor, Anudora. Ashtarodanador. For Kalimdor, Anudora. It shall be done. The land and I are one. It shall be done. For Kalimdor, Ashtarodanador. Anudora. Anudora. What threatens these lands? Has sleep dulled my senses? It shall be done.
Are we being invaded?
Something is amiss. For Kalimdor, Ashtarodanador.
I'm game.
The land and I are one. Pathetic wretches. Press the attack. Anudora.
Moonlight shines upon the guilty and the innocent alike.
Something is amiss.
My path is clear.
The land and I are one. Ashtherodanador. For Kalimdor, it shall be done. It shall be done. Anudora. For Kalimdor, Ashtherodanador. It shall be done. Ashtherodanador. Anudora. For Kalimdor. For Kalimdor. Ashtherodanador. Anudora. It shall be done. It shall be done. Ashtherodanador. For Kalimdor. Anudora. Anudora. It shall be done. For Kalimdor.
What is nature's call?
As sleep dulled my senses. How dare you! Something is amiss. Pathetic wretches. Ashtherodanador. For Kalimdor. Ashtherodanador.
Gladly. For the trees.
As sleep dulled my senses. Torfala Nordora. The land and I are one. It shall be done. Anudora. For Kalimdor. What threatens these lands?
Find justice.
As sleep dulled my senses.
Making trails. For the trees. Aim dead center.
My watchers are ready. As you wish.
Something is amiss.
I am the blade of the goddess.
What threatens these lands? The land and I are one. Anudora. Something is amiss. Ashtherodanador. It shall be done. Anudora. As sleep dulled my senses.
Gladly. Making trails. I'm game.
Ashtarodalador.
Torfala Nordora.
Is there trouble? For the trees. Gladly.
What threatens these lands?
Hi! I'm game. Making trails.
The land and I are one.
How dare you!
It shall be done. Ashtarodalador.
Anudora.
For Kalimdor. It shall be done.
Press the attack!
It shall be done.
For the trees. I'm game.
Ashtarodalador. Something is amiss. For Kalimdor.
Pathetic wretches.
The land and I are one.
Is there trouble? Making trails. Gladly.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
What is nature's call? I'm game.
What threatens these
Hi.
lands? What threatens these lands?
Anudora.
For Kalimdor.
Anudora.
It shall be done. Ashtarodalador.
Anudora.
Ashtarodalador. For Kalimdor. It shall be done. For Kalimdor.
Anudora.
Ashtarodalador. Something is amiss.
Making trails. Gladly. For the trees.
It shall be done. For Kalimdor.
Pathetic wretches.
How may I serve the goddess?
The land and I are one. Has sleep dulled my senses?
Press the attack! How dare you!
Ashtarodalador.
Are we being invaded?
The land and I are one.
Anudora.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Making trails.
What threatens these lands? Something is amiss. For Kalimdor. Ashtherodanador. Anudora.
Pathetic wretches. Press the attack.
It shall be done. The land and I are one. What threatens these lands?
Hi! For the trees.
Something is amiss.
Our time is short.
Has sleep dulled my senses? Ashtherodanador.
How dare you!
Anudora. For Kalimdor. Anudora. It shall be done. For Kalimdor. Ashtherodanador. Ashtherodanador.
Your mana
What
is defeated.
threatens these lands? For
Our
Kalimdor.
warriors have engaged the
It
enemy.
shall be done. Something is amiss.
How dare you!
The land and I are one. Anudora. Has sleep dulled my senses?
Gladly.
What threatens these lands? Ashtherodanador. Has sleep dulled my senses? It shall be done.
Pathetic wretches.
Are we being invaded?
The land and I are one. Anudora.
Torfala Nodora.
We will find justice.
What is nature's call?
Something is amiss. For Kalimdor. Anudora.
Is there trouble? I'm game.
The land and I are one.
Press the attack.
For Kalimdor. Ashtherodanador. It shall be done. Something is amiss.
Press the attack.
Anudora.
Moonlight shines upon
Hi.
the guilty and the innocent alike.
For the trees.
Has sleep dulled my senses? What threatens
nature's
these
call?
lands?
My watchers are ready.
Is there trouble? Gladly.
The land and I are one. Ashtherodanador. It shall be done. For Kalimdor. Anudora. For Kalimdor.
insufficient gold.
Something is amiss.
I stand ready.